Hi, this is Adam Marcus, and today I'd like to talk with you about leadership. Leadership is one of the most common themes in MBA essays. It's so common, in fact, that it's quite notable when you don't find it in an application. Though there are some that don't specifically ask about leadership. Um, but for some of the top schools in particular, it is a dominant aspect, and you can certainly see that if you read my analysis of Harvard, of Stanford, of Kellogg, of Wharton. Um, all schools where leadership, in different ways, plays a key element in the application and is a key consideration for who they admit. Um, Now, some people panic when they encounter the whole leadership topic because they lack formal titles. They've never been a manager, and they think, "Oh my God, what am I going to write about?" You should never conceptualize leadership as relating to a specific title. Instead, you need to think about leadership as a quality. It might be your capability to lead other people in a very specific situation. It might be your ability to be a visionary, to come up with a great idea that you can get other people to buy into. It might be your ability to show leadership by example. And those are just a few examples of what I mean by leadership. So your formal role is not the most important thing. In fact, sometimes people with formal titles get so caught up in their formal responsibility that they tell exceptionally boring stories. And so, one of the things I have to do with my clients who have great titles is go, okay, your title is fine, but really, what the most important thing to do is to tell a good story. Now, why is a good story important? Very simple reason. Admissions officers need to become interested in your application. I will repeat that. They must become interested because they're reading lots of files. And because they're reading lots of files, they need stories that stand out. So think about your best stories. You can learn a lot more about this by looking at my analysis for particular schools. Just go look at Stanford, Wharton, or HBS, for example, and you can find a great deal of discussion of the topic of leadership to see how exactly I would suggest structuring an essay. One final thing to think about: leadership is about those hard moments often. It's not about the simple things, it's not about the easy things. It's about the hard things. It's about the difficult decisions. It's about creating something new. It's not about the easy stuff. That's not really enough of a test. When you think about telling a leadership essay, when you think about writing that story for a leadership essay, think about it like a small movie. It may be a 300-word script. It may be a 500-word script, but it's like a mini movie. There has to be a beginning, a middle, and an end, and there has to be action. And one other thing that there has to be is there has to be an interpretation, because it's very important that the admissions officer knows exactly what kind of leader you are. They need to see what you mean. If the school asks for a demonstration of your leadership potential, clearly state what kind of leadership potential you demonstrate in the story. Make them understand not only what you did, but why you did it and how you felt about it. They need to get some insight into your thinking process. So, a great leadership essay is usually one where there's a balance between a great description of what someone did and a great interpretation of what they did. That's not easy. It takes multiple drafts. But I think if you follow the procedures I outline in some of my blog posts on leadership essays, you'll get a good start. If you have any questions or comments about this YouTube video, please feel free to contact me at adammarcus@gmail.com. Thank you very much.